welcome to newconsumer.tv. I'm here at Garden Organic Ryton and I want to find out a bit more about green and organic gardening. Us Brits spend about 200 quid a year each on our gardens, so that's a lot of money that could be going and spent on organic products. To tell me all about it, I'm going to meet Allan Shepherd, who's a writer and environmentalist at the Centre for Alternative Technology. Come and join me inside. Right, Allan, well, we're here in the frankly beautiful Ryton Organic Garden.
Isn't it amazing?
I'm stunned. I was expecting a garden centre.
Oh, were you? Up in Coventry, yeah.
So we're here to talk about greener gardening.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly does that mean? What's on the menu for us?
Okay, well, we've got quite a lot of good things to look at today. All of it's very exciting, and but the starting point for all gardening is composting. So we're going to have a look at different composting systems, because what we need is really good soil in organic gardening, soil care, and so we're going to learn about how to look after your soil,
okay,
and how to rotate your vegetables and stuff like that, so they're less susceptible to pests and diseases. So that's number one, soil care and composting. Then we're going to look at pest and disease control, because all gardens have pests, slugs.
Yeah, I've got a lot of slugs.
Right, okay. So we're going to have a look at that and how we deal with that organically, so to avoid using chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have a look at biodiversity in the garden, because it's really important to have biodiverse gardens, so lots of different species of plants and flowers, lots going on, lots of different creatures coming in and out of the garden. So we're going to have a look at that as well. Cool. And then there's other things like water conservation, which is kind of probably applicable to all gardening, but of course in organics we want to conserve and preserve every single resource we can. So we're going to have a look at that as well.
Fab, so we've got lots to choose from.
Lots to choose from.
I want to go with composting first, because I've got a bit of a problem at home with mine.
Have you?
So
okay. Well, I'll try and help you out.
Okay,
let's go and have a look.
Okay then, so why is it important to compost in the first place?
Well, every time you grow something in your garden, that plant will take some nutrients from the soil. So we have to put the nutrients back. And if you're gardening chemically, you tend to buy the fertility in a bottle and you pour it on. Well, in organic gardening, fertiliser, exactly. In organic gardening, you don't do that. You create compost, and that contains the necessary nutrients to go back into the ground. It's a great way of recycling. So you're taking all the waste that we normally throw away and send to landfill, and you're composting it instead, putting it back into your garden to grow really nice, beautiful, healthy plants.
So compost is an organic gardener's fertiliser?
Exactly. If you don't have fertility in the soil, if plants don't have access to nutrients and they become ill, get diseases, they're more susceptible to attack from pests.
People watching this are probably thinking that's cool,
yeah,
but I can't do that at home.
Everybody can do it.
Okay, everyone can do it at home, so it's easy?
It's very easy. People sort of think of composting as starting in the garden, but actually it starts in the kitchen. What you have is what they call a kitchen caddy, and that just sits under the sink, and you put all that peelings and everything in the caddy, and then you take it out to the compost bin. So
like these ones over here.
These ones over here. I mean, here in the garden, we've got, this is just great display of different composting bins.
It's like
such a big variety here. It is.
There's a bunch of trays here. I mean, is this examples of what we should put in them?
Exactly. What you've got here in this tray is your basic kitchen scraps.
Yeah.
Most people just stick to the vegetable peelings and there won't be a problem with it. Apple cores, anything like that. I mean, you can see in here we've got bits of old banana and beetroot. The other thing to remember with that is that you need to add cardboard into that as well, because all those materials there have lots of nitrogen in, which is great. That means they break down quickly, and nitrogen's good for plants as well. Plants need nitrogen, so it's good to get it back in the soil. But what you also need is materials that are high in carbon as well, and that's things like cardboard and paper and stuff like that.
And so how long does it take to get, we've got that and we've got the garden waste, how long does it take to get to, this is apparently finished compost?
Yes, this is compost. You can see what your compost will look like, because it's it's nice and crumbly, it's friable, what they call friable. It looks like soil, exactly.
So that's what it should look like?
That's what it should look like, exactly, that's it.
Okay, so I've got my watering can.
What are you going to do with that?
It's looking a bit dry, Alan. I'm going to do some watering.
Well, now?
Well, it's midday. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's too hot, isn't it? Look, oh God, look. Your sun, plants, water evaporate. No, can't do it.
No, is that a no-no?
No, no. I'm going to take that off you.
Am I banned?
Yeah, you're banned from that.
So what time of day should I be
watering it? Late in the evenings.
Okay, and obviously, I mean, this soil looks quite dry. I mean, Are there different ways of making the...
Yeah, well that's another great thing about compost, you see. Compost's great for retaining water in the soil, for keeping it where the plants need it. And
that's why these are looking healthy even though it's dry.
Exactly, there'll be loads of compost in the soil because obviously where we are, that's what they believe in, that's what they're using. And even though it's dry, even in drought conditions, then the best thing to do is fill your soil with loads of compost.
It may seem odd talking about water butts, having had
I know, the wettest
summers on record.
But the important point about this is that you're getting every drop of water that falls on your land.
Yeah.
So it's coming onto the roof, it's rolling off, it's coming down here and in. And that's it, you've captured the water and you can use that water. If you didn't have this, that would be water disappeared.